Hey friends, it's me, Curtis. Welcome to the show. It's March 23rd. Just had our 11th, no, was it 12? 11th or 12th master gardening class, and it's going great. We this morning was our farm day. We went to the farmer's market and had farm day and worked with a bunch of kids that came from schools from all around Marin County. I absolutely had a blast. Then we came back, we did our afternoon session on Zoom, and we had Stephen, who was the local extension agent, talk to us about citrus fruits and other fruiting trees. Then a gentleman, a master gardener who moved up to Washington State, talked to us about tomatoes and growing vegetables. Absolutely fabulous. My backyard, you see my peach tree is looking good. Or, well, that's a peach tree. They got two nectarine trees as well. It's looking good in the yard. I got to do some work with that, but we'll get there. Anyway, March, still celebrating women, and I've got three incredible women on today's show. Rochelle Huppin, my sister, different mama, different daddy, same father. The incredible Sarah Purcell, who I work with on the home show, and she means so much to this man in my life. And then we're going to wrap it up with my mama. And I think back to I love bringing my mother on television shows with me when she was with us and in her prime. In this episode that was on the mom show, my mother was in her true glory. And looking at the films, the tapes from years gone by, and I just wish I had just sometimes shut up more and just allowed mom to be herself, because she is the most beautiful person I've ever known. The way she lived and loved, and she still lives with us, in us. Miss you so much, Mom. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Peace. As always, spread love. 8 hugs a day. You got to get them, got to give them. Food Network, home show, and then moms. Peace, y'all. Love you. Bye.
Hey, I don't know about you, but I think peaches are really sexy, right? Didn't that look good coming in here? Send your woman a basket of peaches. They smell good, they taste good, she gonna love you. Or girl, send your guy one. Guess who's here? My buddy, my girl, my sweetheart. Come here, Rochelle.
Curtis.
Everybody, Rochelle.
Big ol' hug for you, Curtis.
You know it.
Nice to see you,
How
my
you been?
friend. Good.
I haven't seen you since Chicago, right?
That's right.
What was that event in Chicago?
We did a Culinary Institute of America alumni reception party, and Curtis helped me chop macadamia nut brittle all night long.
Y'all know something? I can't be no restaurant chef because they work too fast for me. I'm like slow and easy. So now welcome back to the show. How's the baby? How's Samantha?
She's growing. She's
Gary
great.
good?
Gary's great. And of course I wouldn't come without a little present for my friend.
You got something? What's this?
Little
What's this?
pastry hat.
Can I put it on?
Yeah.
Can I put it on? What do y'all
Looks
think?
nice.
Does that work? Does that work? Huh?
Looks
Can I do
nice.
that? Can I wear it while we cook?
Absolutely.
What are you gonna make for us?
We're gonna make beautiful, fresh peach dumplings.
Ooh, now where'd this recipe come from?
This was a favorite of Bradley Ogden's that we did at the Lark Creek Inn.
Yeah, but I know you made it. Tell the truth. It's your
Well,
recipe.
I was back there,
Okay.
rolling them out all day long.
Talk to
Actually,
us.
there's a little tip I can show you on
Sure.
making the peach dumpling.
Okay.
Now, when you're making these, great thing to do is just make a little X on the bottom.
So what is this, to peel the peach?
To peel the peach, to make
Okay.
the dumpling, the first step, put it in the pot.
Okay.
Maybe 10 seconds. We're going to take it out and put it in an ice bath.
Okay, shock it in the ice bath. And y'all got that at home. Just score the top. Let's do that again real quick for him, Ro.
Okay.
This is, we're just taking
This
a
just
little
helps it
X,
peel
right?
a little bit better.
Okay, and then we'll drop it in the boiling
Drop
water
it in the boiling water.
for 10 seconds. And that one's been in about 10 seconds, right?
Okay.
All right.
And we'll take it out and put it in the ice bath.
I think you guys have seen me do this before with tomatoes on the show, but
And
this is with the
it
fresh
just
peach.
peels right off, and then they were nice enough to get these
Peel
all
some?
prepped for us.
Yeah, but let's see if this really
Okay.
works. You know,
Was that 10 seconds?
We can't be fooling everybody at home. Now, 10 seconds in the cold bath as well?
Well,
We can't fool everybody at home. If this don't work, it's on you, Ro. It's working.
It's peeling.
It's working.
I did not think it was 10 seconds, but we got a lot to
okay.
do, so let's go
All right,
back.
Well, geez, just
and
take.
s- and
She's
start-
worse than my mama. Ain't she coming in and just take over my show? All right, go ahead. Talk to us.
Well, we're going to start by making a nice little filling for the
Okay.
center of
Again, this is our
fresh peach dumplings.
fresh peach dumplings. You
We're
just
gonna
added
make
cinnamon,
Cinnamon,
and sugar, right?
and a little brown sugar,
Okay.
and some flour. This is going
Slow
to be
down.
a delicious little center.
Slow down. A brown sugar. That's a big clumpy now. What are we gonna do with that? There we
We're
go.
gonna break it up
Break it
with
up.
this little-
Then we added flour, right?
Then we added flour.
Okay.
And I always like to take some very well chilled butter. It's very important to have it very cold
Did
because
y'all hear that? Very well chilled butter.
it helps with everything in the dough, everything you make.
You know I'm just picking at you. So
Put it in.
how's the business? How's chef's work going? How's the company?
It's going very well.
Good.
We're really busy, having just a great time. And actually, I don't know if you know this, Curtis, but my desk, I have a TV on one end of it, and all day long I'm watching the TV Food Network. All day long when I'm doing my work.
What I want to know is,
sometimes I'm not working.
are
I'm
you
watching TV
Pick of the Day?
Every day.
All right, good. That's
It's
what
on in the morning in Chicago, and I'm
Y'all-
at my desk
y'all watch
watching
Pick of the
it.
Day.
So if people call to get me, they don't get me. It's because I'm watching the TV Food Network. Absolutely. It's
So what
fabulous.
we're doing here, Ro, is cutting in the butter.
We're cutting in the butter.
Can you show the folks at home this little gadget you're using?
This makes it very tender and nice by cutting it in this way, and you want to keep.
But the pastry knife, I want them, you being the pastry chef, guys. I think I talked to you last time Rochelle was on about her credentials. She's worked with Wolfgang, with Bradley, everybody. But now, she's a bona fide pastry chef from the CIA. But show them this tool. Tell them about this pastry knife.
It's a little pastry blender. It helps you cut butter or fat into the ingredient you're making.
Now, where can we find this?
At any fine kitchen store, anywhere.
Does it have to be a fine kitchen store? Could it be like an overweight kitchen? No.
You know, I think that when you get into wanting to use really nice equipment, you get a better product because it holds up and it lasts longer. You get a bad one, you pay $2 for it, it's not going to hold up.
That's from the experts. That's from the champs. Okay, now I'm going to do some house cleaning.
This is what the final product looks like. This is the streusel that we're gonna fill our peach dumplings with.
Okay.
Okay.
What's next?
Next step is to take the dough.
I'm going to switch sides. We're doing a little dancing here.
Actually, I'm going to have you grab a sheet pan for me in a second, right
Sure.
down here to put the dough on, because after we roll it out, put a little flour on the top there.
Okay. Is this in the way?
We're going to chill it. We're going to chill this dough for a while, and they were nice enough to get. Let me put this on here, and we'll put this dough in
All right, I'm
for
going to put
later.
this in my magic refrigerator.
And voila.
There is a fridge down here, everybody.
And voila, we have some squares that have been prepared.
Girl, you work fast.
I know.
Now, this is the filling, right?
This is the filling. We're going to put. See, we're going to take a square. I'm going to show you how to make a peach dumpling, and they are delicious. You are going to wow your guests when they come over.
Now, what about a shortcut, Rochelle? We've just rolled out this dough, but are there products in the grocery stores if we don't have the time that we could use?
There are. You can buy some frozen puff pastry and use that, and it looks beautiful. It puffs up nicely, and that, I mean, you can impress people maybe spending a half hour getting this dessert together.
Did y'all hear that?
And that's not bad.
Okay. Do the kids like it?
Oh, kids love it. Peaches are just a universal, feel-good kind of fruit.
Well, and the best peaches come from Georgia.
And it's nice to toss, after we peel the peaches, it's nice to toss it in some lemon juice. I always do that, which has been sitting here in some lemon juice.
Okay. Now, I like the orange juice, folks, but I'll tell you about that later.
I'm going to put you to work right now.
Sure.
Will you bring me a pastry brush and some
water?
water?
You got it. Pastry brush and some water.
Okay.
How's
now,
that?
it's great. Put it right down here.
Okay.
And maybe grab me a baking sheet, and we'll put this on a...
Baking sheet?
I think there's one right over
here.
there.
Thank you.
We're going to stuff the fresh peach.
Okay. Oh.
With this and kind of roll it around in it.
Okay. You know what? I've got one here.
Nice. Oh, we're good.
Look at that.
We're good right here.
Okay.
We're going to put
So we just put the brown sugar inside. Am I ready?
And then we're going to go just like that.
Okay.
Right in the center of the dough.
So far, so good. I think, Rochelle, so far, this is a recipe that kids are going to love working with mom and dad on the kitchen, right? Okay.
They are. And the house smells incredible when you're making this.
I love it.
Just going to paint the edges with some water.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, could we use peach juice or something there as well?
You know, you could add some flavor, but the water is going to stick it real nicely. And then you're going to fold it up. This is the tricky part, but it's not that tricky.
It's looking good.
And you just pinch it together.
Okay.
And we're going to put it on a sheet pan, right?
Okay. So one per guest?
One per guest, and they're going to be like, wow, this thing is for me.
Now,
then, to finish it off, you want to poke a few holes in the top to let it...
Need a fork or anything?
Yeah, I can just use the top of my paring knife. I will improvise with what I have today. Then, some egg wash if you would, Chef Curtis.
Well, thank you, Chef Rochelle.
Then you're just going to brush it with some egg wash. And that will make it turn real nice and golden. And you can avoid doing the edges with a lot of the egg wash. That might make it a little too dark.
Now, what about the sugar? You've got sugar here.
The sugar, we're going to sprinkle that. And that's just like, you know, on a nice peach pie or apple pie, that beautiful glistening. I actually also love to use crystal sugar when that's available. If you have that available, use some crystal sugar, and it will just be beautiful. And then, presto,
into the magic Easy Bake Oven. And look what I brought out. Ooh.
We have some gorgeous peach dumplings.
These look good.
Look at that.
These look good,
Are those nice? And I'll show you how I love to plate them, if I may.
Sure. Let me some out of the way here.
Okay. I just get a beautiful little plate, nice country look there.
That looks good.
And take one of the dumplings. And sometimes I'll take some caramel sauce. You can make it yourself, or you can also get some from somebody else. Some pre-made caramel sauce.
What's that?
And I'm going to get a little spoon right here.
Okay.
serve it. And what I like to do is to make them, let them come out of the oven. They take about 40 minutes to bake. Then
Okay.
I like to let them set,
How
like
hot?
any
How
type
hot?
of pie. About 350 degrees.
About
you know,
40 minutes.
About 40 minutes. And when they're done, let them sit for about 20 minutes, and all the beautiful fresh peach juice will start to thicken up a bit. Put a
Okay.
little caramel sauce on there if you have it, or if you want it, or even some raspberry sauce,
Okay.
and some nice vanilla ice cream.
That looks
and
great.
Bon appetit.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So can I eat
You're
this
welcome.
now while we go to break?
Oh,
And,
let's.
You know,
It's
how is
so
your
good.
time? We're going to be able to do another recipe, or I know you got a
I'm
flight
good.
to catch.
Gotta go to Chicago, but I'm
Okay.
just going back to
Well,
watch the
if-
TV Food Network. So
If she can stick around, we'll have another recipe. If Rose got to go, I'll make the next recipe.
okay,
Thank you.
you're quite welcome.
Got some about 3-4 tips here that I think you're going to really enjoy. So why don't we talk about our tips here? The first one, I wanted to show you the peach leathers. You see a lot of these fruit rolls kind of things. They got them to plastic. Let me reach over and grab this, huh? I love these things. My kids love these things. In fact, most of the tips we're doing today are just wonderful. If you have a dehydrator, you can make your own fruit rolls. Just slice your peaches, cook them down a bit, and then lay them out, or just do it raw and just let them dehydrate. Or if you have a dehydrator, make them your own. These things are really wonderful. Another thing I wanted to show you is when you have those sliced peaches, the citrus juices like orange juice that we have in the dish here. We've got some lemons here and also limes. That citrus acid will keep those peaches or fruits from turning brown. I like to use sweet juices like orange or pineapple juice with the sweet items. Here's a nice Hawaiian pineapple. They're absolutely wonderful for sweet things like peaches, apples, the fruits. For potatoes and things like that, I'll use the sour citrus like lemons and limes. Also, you can find like in your supermarkets, brandied peaches. These are wonderful for desserts. I'm going to make one for you. And also these natural fruit spreads with very little sugar or anything added to them. Let me show you one of my children, Curtis Jr. and Cole. I got to bring some pictures of the boys in. This is one of their favorite things. What Dad has done here, Dad, listen to me. What I've done here is simply sauteed sliced peaches with a little bit of butter and brown sugar. Going to add some ice cream. This same thing can be done. You can add this to pancakes in the morning or into crepes. The kids love them after school, quick little waffles or whatever. Here I have some cream along with some sliced peaches. I'm going to just pour some brandy over it. We got plenty of tips for you every day right here on the Food Network on Pick of the Day with me, Curtis Aikens. Love you. Peace. She didn't have to take that fight. You didn't have to rush out. Thanks for sticking around.
You're
Rochelle.
welcome.
All right, so what do you got for us now? What's up your
This is
chef's sleeve?
Rochelle's Quick Peach Crisp.
Ooh,
And we're going to make
okay.
this really quickly. It's so
Alrighty.
simple. It's so nice. You come home from work, take some fresh peaches, slice them,
Right here.
and put in some lemon juice
Okay.
and some sugar,
Just any kind of sugar, white.
just white sugar,
Okay.
and a drop of flour, and mix those all. Curtis, I'm going to switch places with you.
Okay, you go
Have
in
you
front.
mix all that together.
Alrighty.
And I'm just going to prepare the topping, which is very simple. It's some flour, some cinnamon, a pinch of freshly grated nutmeg,
Okay.
some sugar.
Is there a big difference when you use a fresh nutmeg as opposed to just
I think it's much more aromatic, and
Okay.
just I always use it.
Alrighty.
A little grater takes 1 second to do it, and some brown sugar. And again, that's great.
This
We've
smells
got
good.
some very well chilled butter.
Okay.
We're going to put into
So now,
our
a lot of folks
flour
now,
and
the
dry
old school
mixture.
was you use the soft butter, but you're saying use chilled butter.
Well, when you're cutting something in, whenever you're cutting something in, you want to get the fat will mix into the dry ingredients
You guys
much
hear
more
that?
evenly if it's chilled. And I do like to freeze the
Okay.
fat. In pie doughs, too, it makes it very tender and
Oh, good.
very, very nice.
Can I use that someday on Tip of the Day?
Absolutely.
Y'all hear that?
Absolutely.
This will appear again, all right?
Then, this is very simple. Curtis,
Okay.
you're going to pour the peaches right in that
Into the
pot.
baking dish?
Right into the baking dish.
Okay.
And we're going to just continue to
Wow, this
mix.
is kind of like making a cobbler, huh? But
It is. It's very similar. Just a
Okay.
peach crisp. It's in the same, that cobbler, crumble.
cobbler family. I
Pan
love
downy. There's
cobblers.
a huge family of stuff
Yeah?
in that
Okay.
category.
How's that
And
look?
It looks great. And
Okay.
I just keep going till the fat's mixed in.
Okay.
And pour it on top, bake it in the oven.
And here's what it looks like.
Here's,
Let's move this over.
here's the final ingredient. A
Ooh, the final
beautiful,
product.
fresh, crisp
Okay.
peaches. And the
wanna-
house smells so great when you do that. And let's just serve up a little piece so we can taste that.
Oh, you don't cut it, you spoon it out, huh?
You can spoon it out. This is a real country dish.
Okay. Well, I like that, being from Georgia, of course.
Being from Georgia, where everything is named Peaches down there, every street, everything.
Well, that's Atlanta, see.
Oh,
So what do we have
I guess
here?
that's where I've been. This is just a little powdered sugar,
That's
which makes it just a bit elegant. And then mint is so nice, especially this time of year. It's
Right.
sprouting up all over my yard in Chicago, some nice peppermint. And you garnish it. And if you want some cinnamon ice cream with
Right.
that, that's also a nice little touch.
I like this. Now, we can add other fruit around that, Rochelle. How else could we dress that up? That's really...
We could dress that up with little squares of peaches. We could dice some peaches
Okay.
and put it on there. That would be real pretty. A little some polka dots of raspberry sauce.
is
That would
beautiful.
be great.
Yeah. Can I taste that?
Oh, I would love that.
We got time here.
Let me know what you think of that.
I made you stick around, and you're going to miss the flight. Got to take a later flight. Is Samantha going to be mad at me?
Yeah, everyone's cool.
Tell her Uncle Curtis still loves her, so. Oh, wow.
You like
is
that?
So, oh, I love this. This is so good, everybody.
And you can make it right after work. I mean, if you work, it's no reason not to bake.
How long does it take to make this?
Look, it took us a couple minutes to make it.
Well, I mean, actual baking.
Actual baking time in the oven, like 30, 35 minutes.
All right. So, everybody, we got 2 recipes from Rochelle. You're going to get those. You know how to get them. So, anyway, I'm going to come back here, wrap up the show. We're going to have a whole bunch of fun.
Thanks,
Right here on
Curtis. This
Pick of
was
the Day.
really a lot of
Did you
fun
have a good
today.
time?
It was peachy.
Well, you...
I can't
That is
help
so
it.
good. Last
Can't help
time
it.
we did pineapples. Today we're doing peaches. You know, and good luck with everything as far as the business. You know,
Let's do blackberries sometime.
Oh,
One of my
wouldn't it be a neat
favorite.
idea? I love blackberries. Blackberry cobbler or blackberry strudel.
That's what I grew up in, in Seattle, picking all those blackberries.
Join me in giving everybody a hug. You know,
Okay.
I can do. Reach out there. We got a 2-arm hug. Remember,
Big
8
hug.
hugs a day. You got to get them. Got to give them. Remember, may the God I love bless each and every one of you. Peace out.
So Curtis Aikens is going to cut the fat without cutting the taste, and we've got now. I'm twirling this fettuccine, and it's going around the upper part of my fork.
You like
What's
my
wrong
portion?
with this picture?
Oh, okay.
It's not working.
They need that pasta
This tastes
spoon,
like
sir.
fettuccine yoplait. What is it? What
Well,
have we
we've got a
substituted?
secret for you.
See, we're getting rid of the fat is what we're doing here.
Exactly. Now, the secret of this thing is you don't have to like this ingredient. It really works. The secret ingredient is yogurt. We've taken the majority of the fat out of this recipe. In a normal serving of this, well, let's do our segment in the proper order. What do you think?
Well,
What do you
we have
think?
to start out with the
actually-
ingredients.
Exactly.
But
This
here the
does
key
not
is...
taste low fat, and I tell you the truth, honestly. Guy kept saying, "Can I say if I don't like it?"
I know.
All right.
We're
look
going to
at
make
here.
fettuccine Alfredo with practically no fat. We had a little thing up there.
We have that lower third, guys, to give us the...
Okay.
The fat,
While
the
we
content
continue.
in
Right.
regular fettuccine
Fettuccine
Alfredo
just
is what, about 22
grams.
Yeah.
In this particular recipe, there's only 5 grams. There's 350 calories in the regular, and the calories are about the same.
And
The rest-
15 grams of fat is about a third of
yeah.
a cheeseburger.
Oh, that's
So,
a lot.
I mean, that's
There
a-
it
that's
is.
a
This
lot
is
of
so
fat.
beautiful.
Yeah.
But the calories about the same. Okay. Now here's how we got this recipe for fettuccine Alfredo.
It's not the calories, it's the
It's the fat.
That's
Exactly.
what makes it
So
fat.
let's show them the recipe, then we'll make it for you guys at home.
All right.
All right, here's our recipe for today. All right, we need 12 ounces of fettuccine noodles. Sarah?
1/8 of a cup of softened margarine.
1/4 cup butter substitute.
All righty. We need 1 1/2 cups of non-fat yogurt.
1/2 a cup of grated Parmesan cheese.
1/2 cup grated carrots.
And we need 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley. That's snapped parsley sounds good.
Snipped fresh parsley.
Fresh parsley.
As in you snip it
Yeah,
right off
snip
the
it.
right off the plant.
1/4
There you go.
teaspoon of salt.
Yep.
And a dash of pepper.
Dash o' pepper. Now, when you do this at home, gang, of course, you need your noodles nice and hot, Sarah. And I'm going to
try
add
this
these to the...
again. I
You're going
can't
to try it again?
believe this.
I'm going to add this to the dish here. And then what we'll need to do next is add our butter, or butter non-fat, our salted... I can't talk this morning. Our substitute. There we go. Then, Sarah, we're going to add our yogurt. Can I get a hand there? You want to toss this up really well so the noodles will melt that butter sub. And then we add the yogurt and our grated Parmesan gyro. Can you get a hand in here?
And this is unflavored regular
I don't
yogurt.
think I did put a hand in there, as a matter of fact, Curtis.
You did put a hand in there?
No, I said I don't think I should.
Okay. Sounds good. We're going to add our Parmesan cheese. All right. And again, mix that up. Sarah, now the last 2 ingredients, or the last 4, we got salt, pepper, and the carrots. And my spoon here.
You know, Sarah's always saying, well, why can't I eat those little 5 grams? It's really not
Exactly.
going to
I know it.
matter.
It's
you know?
like-
We have this discussion all the time. But if you add them up,
Yeah,
actually
that's
this
the
is a
problem.
healthier
Just
way
go ahead and dump there, Sarah.
to eat.
Because we've got some
Okay.
special
But I must
stuff to show
tell
our
you,
viewers
folks,
at home.
this
Yeah.
is it's going to be an acquired
pepper.
taste. You have to like yogurt to begin
I think
with.
this
Well,
works, Gary. I
And
really
if you want to change your health habits, you have to do it gradually,
Right.
Exactly.
too. And this is a
You
good
like
way to
sour
do that.
noodles,
Exactly.
what can I tell you?
You don't feel
Right.
so deprived, you can have fettuccine
All right, well,
Alfredo.
there
Now,
it
what
is,
we
and it
did-
does taste quite good.
Yeah.
And when
Okay.
we come back,
Yeah, we've got
When
some
we come
special
back,
folks who tried some other
three
things.
home viewers have some other great tasting, low-fat ideas they've been working on all weekend.
Ooh, there we go.
Grandma's Cooking Challenge continues with some down-home Southern cooking from the grandmother of 12. Now, her grandchildren call her Sweet Mama. She's Laura Belle Aikens. Hi, Laura Belle.
How you
So glad
doing?
you're here.
I'm glad to be here.
Oh, a hug from the
Thank
Laura
you for
Belle.
having me.
Now, you still cook dinner for 20 every Sunday, is that right?
Every Sunday.
And who are the 20 that come for dinner?
All my kids, but Curtis. And when Curtis is in town, he's there too.
Oh, yeah?
After church on Sunday, everybody gathers at Mom's house to have dinner.
Now, don't you ever get sick of it?
No, I love it. I love cooking for my children. I love taking care of my kids.
Yeah, it's all about families,
It's
isn't
all-
it?
That's it. I am my children's best friend and their mom. They respect me as their mom and treat me as a friend. They're all good. We get along real great.
Oh, that's so good to hear. And you know what? If any kid of yours or grandkid that could have that smell that I'm smelling now and come running up to those big warm arms of yours, I'd be there. You're
Every
wonderful.
Sunday.
Yeah, every Sunday.
Yes,
now,
I love
Curtis, would you like to tell everybody who Curtis is?
Curtis Aikens
Yeah.
is my son, and he works on TV.
Yeah, he does. He has 3 cookbooks out. Now, we asked one of Laura's 12 grandchildren what makes Sweet Mama so special. And here's what her granddaughter Joy had to say.
Joy.
Yes.
Hi, Granny. How are you doing? Are you surprised to see me? Good. They said you would be. Growing up, you were very special to me because for the first few years of my life, you were not only my grandmother, but you were my mother. You raised me, instilling in me great moral values and steadfastness and all the things that make you the wonderful person that you are today. Good going, Granny.
Love you. I love you, Joy.
You raised
That's
her.
Joy.
Well, I think
That's
she
my
was named
Joy.
properly,
She
don't
was.
you think?
She was.
All right. Can we get to your pecan pie?
Yes.
We just sit and talk about our kids all day
I
long.
could talk all day about my family.
I could too.
I love to talk.
Okay, here's the finished product of her pecan pie.
Yeah, that's a good
Ooh,
southern
yum.
pecan pie.
Yeah.
Southern pecan pie.
And this is homemade, home ingredients. We get all the ingredients.
Yes,
now,
first we have to give you the ingredients. 1 unbaked deep dish pie shell. 1 cup of pecan halves. 3 large eggs. 1 cup of dark syrup. 3/4 cups of granulated sugar. 1/2 a stick of margarine melted. A pinch of salt. And that's your ingredients.
Oh, teaspoon vanilla.
A teaspoon of vanilla now. Don't forget that vanilla, because Curtis had made this pie and left the vanilla out of it.
Oh.
And it didn't taste good to me.
Yeah.
So don't forget the vanilla.
Okay, let's make it
So
really
now
quick.
I'm going to show you how to make it,
Okay.
step by step, okay?
See, what our audience
First
doesn't know is we
we
learned
put-
2 things from you today. We get a pie and a corn. So
Yes.
let's go, baby.
First we line our pie crust with the pie
Oh, that's
the
looking
pecan.
nice.
See this?
Okay.
How pretty. Next, we want to put in our sugar.
Sugar.
Oh, make a noise.
That doesn't matter. You're
Then
gonna
you
put
wanna
in the
put your
corn syrup
syrup.
there. Yeah. That makes it nice and thick, huh?
Oh, yes.
Do your grandkids like lick the bowl?
Oh, they love to.
Oh, yeah, I
Joy.
remember that.
Joy, especially.
Yeah.
But this is not Joy's favorite pie. She loves apple pie.
I do too.
Cookie, my oldest daughter loves pecan pie. By the way, I'll have to make one tomorrow when I go home. Then we want to add
Does
our
that mean
melted.
we get to keep this?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, darling.
We add our melted margarine.
You melted margarine. Oh, and the eggs are going to make it
Yes.
really
Now we
good,
want to really mix this up real good.
Okay.
Because that's the secret to making a pie, is mixing up the ingredients real good.
Oh, yeah.
See?
But see, because it's television,
Then
Laura
television,
Belle, we have to mix
go
them up
real
a little
fast.
faster. Here,
So
I'll
here we
stir
go
you.
with our eggs. We have to beat our eggs. Dump them in there. Make sure you beat them good.
Y'all know
and
how
slow.
good this is going to be.
And we'll go with our pinch of salt. Thank you for helping me.
Of course. I want to come live with you. You kidding?
Now, oh, come on.
Good.
Just come right on.
I got a lot of kids. Can I bring them
Oh,
too?
yes, bring them on. I love them.
So, of course, we're pouring this.
Now we're going to pour this over our... And remember, when this start cooking, your pecans is going to rise up to the top.
Okay. Well, she's going to get every little bit in there.
The pecans
Now,
will
how
come
long
up
do you
to the
bake
top.
this?
You want to bake this at your oven. You want your oven 350 degree for 55 or 60 minutes. If it look like it's done in 55 minutes,
How do you
it's
know? You
fine.
shake it a little bit?
Yeah, shake it a little
Okay.
bit. It'll look just like this.
Oh, that looks so good. Sweet Mama is too modest to brag, but her cooking is so good that it inspired one of her 6 children to become a professional chef. He's written 3 cookbooks and has his own cooking show, and he's here to support his mama. Say hello to Curtis Aikens. Fine. Look at
son, how
those
about standing up
handsome
here?
babies.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. Jeez. Hey, Mama.
Hi.
You having fun out here?
Oh, yes.
Cool,
I just
cool.
love being out here.
So we got Sweet
Carol
Mama's
Mary.
corn, huh?
Yeah.
Where's my hug? Get over here now.
I just, ooh, nice,
8
Curtis.
hugs a day. You got to get them. You got to give them. That's what Mama
We've
said. That's
got
what we do.
some finished corn here.
Oh, finish or is the corn done? What's that?
Now, Curtis, your mom was just telling me a story that you always like that fried corn.
This right here is killer. Curtis Sr. loves it. Now, Curtis Jr. goes crazy over it, too, when we get home to Georgia. He says, Sweet Mama, make that corn. And what I really love, Marilyn, some days you got to come make her cabbage for you.
Oh, I will.
Like, country cabbage is like throwing down. Can I bite this, or is this one done, Mom?
Yes.
Can we eat?
Yes, but here's some forks.
So what do?
Who
You
needs
just
a
put
fork?
a little
I got a spoon.
cooking oil and
Tell me
fry
how to
the
make it,
corn
right?
out? Is that all
We
you
cut
do?
the corn and scrape it, and
Oh, you put flour on it,
two
and salt.
2 tablespoons of flour, and a little salt, and a little corn oil in the skillet. And after we put it in there, we put this cut corn and let it cook. Cut it down, let it simmer.
It's too hot for it, Marilyn. Mom,
Yeah, I know.
Oh, he wants some corn. Watch this. Watch
I
this.
know.
You want some, Curtis? Oh, this is Cole, and this is Curtis Jr. gang. Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
The best
Now,
way to eat
Curtis,
corn
how
is
did
right-
your mom influence your cooking?
Well, I got to tell you, I think she influenced all of us as far as our love for food. I mean, the love that Mama has for us, she put in her cooking every day. And, you know, when I got to a point in my life that I really wanted to try to make a difference, the one thing that I knew a lot about was the love of food, how to prepare it. And it all came from this woman right here. And that's what I try to do. I mean, it's just what she does every day.
You know, off camera, your mama said how proud she was of you, and I bet you're proud of her.
Oh, I'm telling you, this is my best friend in the world. I mean, through all the times Marilyn, I mean, I have been so broke in my life a couple of times. I was too, broke to call home. And when she found out about it, I got the worst talking to I ever had. But she has always been there for me. And now that, thank the Lord, I mean, things are going really well for me, I try to show her, how much she means to me. Show them the corn, baby.
Thank you. Thanks to Curtis and Laura Bell and those 2 beautiful babies.
You got that, Baba?
Yeah. Like waving that corn around.
Next up, a cookie recipe that's sure to become your family's favorite. And later, does your